Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting my channel so far. It seems to be doing pretty well, so yeah, thank you so much. So today I am joined by my training partner Katie. So Katie and I train together twice a week. So we train on Tuesday and a Thursday. Katie's goal is to bring up her legs, so she's going to be training, well, we thought it would be a good idea to just train with me twice a week. I'll let her introduce herself.
Thank you. My name's obviously Katie. I'm also an online coach and I am Irish, if you can tell by my accent.
So Irish it hurts. She's training with me, she gets roar.
Taking the piss out of me in my Irish accent.
Yes.
I'll start speaking Irish now. And yeah, my goal is to obviously bring up my legs. I need to bring up my legs as they are a weak point for me, so no better person to help me with bringing up my legs.
To be fair though, like Katie's so good for me because she trains, I'm really like picky. I'm really picky about who I'm training with. They need to be able to train hard, be able to lift as much as me. And she's like really good because she corrects me as well and like she helps me. And that for me is like invaluable, like having a training partner who gets what they're talking about. And I'm open to learning anyway, like I don't have an ego, so for me, like it just works really well, and we both help each other so much.
Yeah, the dynamic I think is really nice, and like Chloe said, she's picky about who she trains with. I'm also very picky about who I train with, and I do very much so love training on my own, but when you get to train with somebody and when you click with somebody, it makes all the difference for your sessions.
Good friends as well.
Yeah.
Arlo's second mummy.
His godmother. So yeah, we're going to get into today's session. We have not done, well, I've not done this session yet, so I'm excited. It looks like a really nice session.
Yeah, glutes and hammies today. No quads.
No quads for Miss Chloe.
Oh, so annoying, but yeah.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
Okay, so we are doing a glute med focused exercise here. Now you can do it on the seated hip abduction upstairs, but having a variation program's good to always do, like, you know, different hip thrust variation stuff are always good as well. So I do this on the cable stack, and I also perform my glute max kickback as well on the cable stack. But this, honestly, like the only issue I have with this exercise, and this is why I sometimes don't do it, I just do it on the abduction machine, because like the leg that you're standing on, the leg that you're working, when you then go to stand on that leg, it feels really fatigued, even when you rest sometimes, so it can be a bit annoying. But for the purpose of YouTube today and following my plan, I'm doing the cable variation. It is really good, but it just can be a little bit annoying sometimes, but we're giving it a go today and we'll see. So, although figure, you need, which we'll go through later when we get into posing room, right? But in figure, you need a balance between upper and lower. But often what I see with figure girls is that they don't have developed glutes, some of them. And I personally believe that like, as long as there's balance in the physique, a figure girl having really good development in their glutes, obviously not to a wellness size, but like to have something there looks really, really fucking good. So Katie, I believe her glutes have already come up already. She's been training, what, 4 weeks together, 3 weeks together? Yeah, and I think it's going to really like complete her look, because when she's dieted down before, her weakness was like getting condition through her legs, which we know you need. To get condition in your legs, you need muscle, right? Katie's in figure, so she needs to be fucking peeled. So she's gonna need more tissue there, essentially. So I'm excited for her prep. Next year. You see how here as well, Katie's performing it really, really slow, and she's not like arching through her lower back. So a lot of people, when they're doing kickbacks of any sort, they're like extending through the back too much, and that's why they feel it in the lower back, but she's going slow and controlled. And she's pausing at that end range as well, in that shortened range.
I'm also making sure to keep my core braced, because if you keep your core braced, you're less likely to flex your lower back, which is where people run into. It's like, I feel it in my lower back.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it. With the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking?
Come on. There you go.
They got stronger as the set went on. Shit. Oh well. Hip thrusts.
Stop that.
More. And again.
Stop that. Stop that.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Some of you may be thinking, like, why have they got a heel wedge under their toe? We find that it just basically, you just get more connection with your glutes, don't you? And it takes the quads out.
Yeah.
And also where this bench is probably a little bit too high, it just elevates our foot that little bit more. But it's important with a hip thrust that you think about pushing through your whole foot, not just your heel.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like heel, and they actually lift their toes up. And the heel wedge will make you push through your whole foot because your foot's elevated. You're like more aware of it.
Yeah. Because some people have a tendency to push on their heels.
Yeah.
But they also have a tendency to push either on the inside of their foot or the outside of their foot. So, excuse my dirty feet. You should be thinking about pressing down on your big toe, this part, this part, this part, and this part. For your whole foot.
Yeah.
So.
On the eccentric part, so when you're going down, I want you to next time, if you don't do this already, think about keeping your glutes switched on. So it's really easy, especially with a machine, to allow the weight just to take you down, like push you down. But if you actually, when you actually go down the eccentric, if you actually think about your glutes and control, again, 3 seconds, pause, drive, hold, you're, oh fuck, help! I'm trying to be more serious than I do that. You'll just get so much more connection with your glutes. And you'll probably find as well that the load that you lift will reduce. Remember, we are not fucking power lifters or Olympic lifters, we're bodybuilders. We're here to build tissue. We're not here to ego lift and use momentum. So remember that next time you try and get whammy glutes, whammy wellness.
Another point to make there is, and I know we've talked about this ad nauseum, is your musculature should reflect the amount of weight that you're lifting. So like, me and Chloe are doing 4 plates here. I'm not going any heavier than 4 plates. We've done heavier, but like Chloe,
we could do it.
We could do it, but
it wasn't connecting, was it at all?
No. So that's where you have to like make sure that your ego is in check, and because it's really easy to be like, oh, Chloe does like 5 plates aside in the hip thrust. I can do 6. Why don't I have a glutes like her? Pay less attention to what weight people are using and pay more attention to how they're moving it.
Internal stimulus.
Yeah.
Always. It's so easy to come in here, like, oh, leg extension is another one.
Yeah.
And like RDLing, like just going through your whole back, not using your glutes. Like, you can come in here and lift so heavy. Like, I've seen girls like put fucking 9 plates in that Nautilus glute drive up there, and I'm like, no way on earth can you lift that. You put that on a barbell, they wouldn't be able to do that. So the best way to test the strength of your glutes is actually do barbell hip thrusts, because the bar's unstable. It's going to be challenging your hip more because it's unstable. And then you'll soon realise you're actually not as strong as you think you are.
Yeah.
So again, that's why doing a combination is really important, because you're challenging the glute like in different ways, I guess. But yeah.
Different variations, like
Yeah.
you're treating each one as a different exercise, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's crack on. Come on, Chloe. Yes?
That was so good.
That was a lot slower than I've seen you do before, and deeper too.
Yeah. Slow and deep, how I like it. Sorry, Max.
What she said? I didn't hear.
Don't worry.
Yes, Chloe? Beautiful. Come on. Fight for it. Let's go.
Listen. Oh, wow. How many was that?
It's 12 anyway.
Yeah.
Good. I like
New whip
it.
outside is different. Ask me where the carpet, mind your business. New whip outside, I'm vicious. Ask me where the carpet, I'll admit it. Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say mind your business. Don't you know that my mind is different? Can't you tell that I'm
So the 45, I just started off with so, Ben hates that. The 45-degree leg press, Katie is doing more quad focused, sorry. She's got her foot slightly further down, she's got more knee flexion. Whereas you're seeing me, I'm going for more glutes. You are gonna get quads, like you can't isolate your glutes and your hamstrings on leg press, like you can't. Your quads are gonna take over. So when you've got like a single leg leg press, it's supposed to be glute focused. Don't be alarmed if your quads start to kick in, because they're going to kick in. They're like a massive part of the movement.
Yeah.
So my biggest piece of advice when you're doing a single leg press, you're trying to target glutes, foot higher up on the platform, and really think about, like, as you come down into the hole, think about driving with your glutes. Actually have that mind-to-muscle connection, like drive from your glutes, and just keep the movement nice and controlled as well. And that 3-second eccentric, just think about glutes, 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 pause in the hole, glutes.
The way you sit into it helps as well. Like,
Yeah.
you want to, whether you're doing glute or quad bias, hold on to the handle so you're pulling yourself
I always
in,
do that, yeah.
and put your hand in between your legs. It looks a little bit weird, but it works a treat.
It's naughty. I'm not going to say anything because I just want to expand on that, and I'm going to be good. It's going to come out.
Come on. Yes. Lovely, Chloe. Come on. There you go. That's it.
Fuck.
Just keep going. Come on. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Come on now. Drive, drive, drive. Fight, fight, fight. There you go.
Wow. Just put that down. Explain out the hole. Yes, good. Come on. Easy. Now we're working. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Oh, good, good. And again. Yes, Kate. Come on, come on. Fight it. And again.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, no.
No.
That's what I mean. She says Irish shit all the time. So
Let me put that down for you.
A bit of a tip as well. Leg pressing. To make it harder, and like, yeah, just to make the whole movement harder, try not to rest too much at the top. So I've had clients send me videos before, and they're doing leg pressing or single leg, whatever, and they're spending 3 seconds up here, and I'm like, you literally like are resting far too much. Keep that intensity up, a slight pause at the top, straight back down. Like, don't spend 3 seconds.
You want it to be more continuous, because if you're spending that long up at the top
It's like a rest pause.
yeah, or a Widowmaker set,
Yeah.
and you're just going to absolutely fuck your central nervous system, mess you up.
And it's going to be hard for you to progress that as well, because you're never going to know where you are.
Yeah. So try and make them as continuous as possible. A slight pause up at the top is all right, but
Yeah.
like, don't be taking the piss. Useful. Yes. There we go. Yes, go, come on.
Good.
You were shaking like a bear sitting in the woods. It's really good. Right.
Wow. It felt so good.
Good.
They feel better as well because I've like pre-fatigued my glutes from everything else. They're just like able to like, they're really switched on and activated as well. And that is literally like targeting glutes and hamstrings, like, isn't it? It's like direct. So if this is the beginning of my session, I wouldn't connect with it as well.
No. You'd also have to use a heavier weight. You'd also have to use a heavier weight, and then that'd be
more upper. No more upper. 1, 2, 3.
yes. Come on. Finish that rep. Come on. Fight for it.
And again with you.
Yes. Fight. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Drag. Fight for that rep. Come on.
Yeah. Wow. You'll see I was like counting 3 seconds.
Lean forward and stretch. Forward and stretch.
Forward and stretch.
Can you feel that?
Yeah, I can. Ow. Yeah, as I was going on the eccentric part of the movement, you'll see I was actually counting because it's really easy to allow the machine to take you up to the top, pausing at the top as well, and then exploding out of the top range of the movement.
Exploding with control, I would say.
Yeah. Don't confuse that with momentum.
Yeah.
That's where the pause is good.
Yeah. Takes the momentum out of it.
Yeah. Katie's just told me that she has no sense of smell. So I said to her, I could fart in front of me and you wouldn't even know. She was like, yeah.
Yeah. You could fart in my face and I wouldn't even know it.
You might feel it.
Blow me away. Okay.
Good. You'll see as well, she's pushing her quads into the pad. It really fucking helps the movement. And her back isn't like coming off the pad either, like she's not arching too much. So she's really, really locked into the machine. Good. Yes. Good. Good, 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 good. Go on, fight it, in, yeah. And again, Katie, come on, at least 2 more. Go on, drive, and again. She hates me. Come on, in. Last set. Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I can't do it for shit.
You're too posh. You're too posh
So
for me.
posh, it can't be broken, darling. There's a clear difference between our split. So with being a figure athlete and myself being wellness, there needs to be a clear difference as well. And I'm seeing a lot of wellness girls training like figure girls, push-pull leg split, chest days, arm days. You don't need that. You don't need to have a developed chest, but Katie does.
Yeah.
So your split is?
At the moment, to accommodate like training legs with you twice a week, I've moved to an upper-lower split. So I'm training basically my upper body and my lower body 50% like equally in terms of the amount of volume, the amount of time and effort I'm putting in. And I'm also throwing in an extra delts and arms day to bring up my delts and arms because they need to come up as well. So I will be hitting my shoulders and my chest and my back and my rear delts in my upper days, and I'll have 2 different rotations or 2 different upper days to hit throughout the week. And they're hard. They're hard, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly look forward more so to the leg days because the upper days are bloody long and taxing because I'm used to doing push-pull off legs off. So the push days are a little bit shorter, the pull days are a little bit shorter, but combining a push and a pull day together, it's fucking hard.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a clear difference. Like Katie, she said she's training upper X amount of times a week, whereas I'm not even training it at all. So if you're a wellness athlete, you need to make sure that your split isn't like a bigger athlete split. Obviously, you do need an upper body. You do, like your kneecap delts, you need some muscularity in your upper. You can't have no muscle in your upper at all. But you need to understand the class, what's needed, and your efforts need to go into making your lower body the dominant part of your physique. But don't neglect your delts. Like you need delts. Like you see in my upper body, I've got muscle in my upper body. So again, it's just understanding the class, making sure that you're following the right program, and just be consistent with it. And then you'll look whammy in wellness. Or if you want to be figure, you'll look, I don't know, I haven't got a figure phrase.
I was trying to think of another word with F.
I don't know. Basically, yeah. So
Freaky figure.
there we go. Freaky figure whammy wellness. So yeah. Before I sign off, guys, I just want to give a massive shout out to my brother. So I spent yesterday at the PCA First Timers show in Wolverhampton, and my brother took the medium bodybuilding class. We won that, and then he took the overall. He was supposed to do classic, but within the PCA, he's just too heavily muscled for the classic division. I believe that within the NPC, if he jumps on a tube race stage next year, he's going to be dangerous. And like, to be fair, he could do it this year, but he decided to kind of just leave it there, go into an off season, and he's going to be pro card hunting next year. But I am so incredibly proud of him. For a first timer to look like that is unbelievable. His shape, his proportions, his muscle bellies, his flow, the way he was on stage, it was like he'd like been fucking posing and like competing for years. He has spent so many years on the lead up to that day, and he's invested in his journey. And if you want to take anything from both my journey and Rory's journey, it's time. Like, I spent 3 years away from stage and got my pro card. He's going to spend the rest of this year, and I do believe next year will be his year for that IFBB pro card, and that'll make 2 of us as IFBB pros. But I'm not going to put the pressure on him, but he's definitely got it in him, whether it's, you know, next year or the year after. But he looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'd love you all to give him a follow as well, because it's really amazing to see his journey. So his Instagram handle is just up here. But yeah, so I just thought I'd kind of just share that with you guys, because it was a very special day for me yesterday. I was a very, very proud sister. I think I've inspired him a lot with his bodybuilding journey as well. And yeah, I'm just immensely proud, and also get very emotional when I talk about it. So we'll stop talking about it before I start crying. But thank you all so much for watching my YouTube today. As I mentioned at the beginning, honestly, the support I'm getting on social media at the moment is crazy. It's amazing to see and hear that you guys are so invested and inspired by my journey. So a massive thank you to all of you. Hope you enjoyed watching Katie and I train, and I will see you next time. Peace and love. Whammy and wellness.